The United States has always been known as a land of opportunity, welcoming people from all corners of the globe. But some cities are feeling the pressure more than others, as immigrant populations grow rapidly. Are these cities overcrowded or thriving hubs of diversity? Underscore in this video, we'll take you through 10 American cities where immigration has skyrocketed, changing the landscape for better or worse. Stay tuned to find out if one of these cities might surprise you. Underscore. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Today's topic is a hot one: immigration. We'll look at 10 cities across the US that are feeling the impact of increasing immigrant populations and what it means for local communities. Underscore. But before we dive in, let us know in the comments, is immigration making America stronger or putting a strain on our cities? We want to hear your thoughts. Number 10. Miami, Florida. First up, we have Miami, Florida, a city that's often referred to as the gateway to Latin America. Miami is home to one of the highest concentrations of immigrants in the United States, with about 60% of its residents being foreign-born. What makes Miami unique is its status as a sanctuary for people escaping political turmoil, economic hardship, or natural disasters, particularly from Latin America and the Caribbean. The largest immigrant groups come from Cuba, Venezuela, Haiti, and Nicaragua, but you'll also find communities from Colombia, Brazil, and the Dominican Republic. Miami's immigrant story is deeply tied to global events. After the Cuban Revolution in 1959, the U.S. saw a massive influx of Cuban refugees, many of whom settled in Miami. This wave of immigrants transformed the city from a small vacation town into a bustling metropolis. Little Havana, one of the most famous neighborhoods in Miami, is a direct result of this migration. Today, it stands as a symbol of Cuban culture in America, with its vibrant street life, Cuban restaurants, and political activism. But Cuba is just one part of Miami's immigration story. Over the years, political instability in countries like Venezuela and Haiti has led to further waves of immigration. Venezuelans fleeing hyperinflation and political repression have found a new home in Miami, contributing to both the city's economy and its cultural diversity. Similarly, Haitian immigrants, many of whom arrived after the devastating 2010 earthquake, have established a significant presence in neighborhoods like Little Haiti. This rich tapestry of cultures has made Miami a global city, but it has also brought challenges. One of the most pressing issues is housing affordability. Miami is now one of the most expensive cities to live in the United States, with the median home price exceeding $500,000. The combination of high demand for housing, limited land for expansion, and an influx of wealthy international buyers has driven prices up, making it difficult for many working-class immigrants to afford a home. This has led to overcrowded living conditions, with multiple families often sharing a single apartment to make ends meet. Traffic congestion is another major issue. Miami's public transportation system is limited compared to other major cities, which forces most residents to rely on cars. As the population has grown, so has traffic. According to a 2022 study by the Texas A&M Transportation Institute, Miami residents lose an average of 105 hours per year sitting in traffic. The city has tried to address this with projects like the Miami-Dade Transit expansion and the creation of Brightline, a high-speed rail service. But these efforts have not been enough to alleviate the daily gridlock. Despite these challenges, Miami continues to attract immigrants, not only because of its geographic proximity to Latin America, but also because of the opportunities it offers. The city has become a financial hub, with many multinational companies setting up regional headquarters here to serve the Latin American market. Immigrant entrepreneurs have also thrived in Miami, starting businesses that cater to the city's diverse population. According to a 2020 report by the Miami-Dade Beacon Council, immigrant-owned businesses account for nearly 50% of all small businesses in the area, contributing billions to the local economy. Culturally, Miami is a unique blend of Latin American, Caribbean, and American influences. The Calle Ocho Festival, one of the largest Hispanic festivals in the country, draws over 1 million visitors each year to celebrate Latin music, food, and dance. The city's art scene has also been heavily influenced by its immigrant population, with events like Art Basel Miami Beach becoming a global destination for contemporary art, much of it created by Latin American artists. So, while Miami is undoubtedly feeling the pressure of rapid immigration, it is also thriving as a global city. The question is, can the city continue to grow without becoming too expensive and congested for its residents? Some argue that Miami is a city of the future, a place where diverse cultures and economies can thrive together. Others worry that the city is becoming increasingly unlivable for working-class families, many of whom are immigrants. As Miami continues to evolve, it will need to find ways to balance growth with affordability and infrastructure improvements. But one thing is clear. Immigrants have made Miami what it is today, and they will continue to shape the city's future. 9. Los Angeles, California. Next, we move across the country to Los Angeles, California, the city of angels. LA is a city that has long been shaped by immigration, particularly from Mexico, Central America, and Asia. Over 35% of the city's population is foreign-born, and immigrants play a vital role in industries like entertainment, technology, agriculture, and hospitality. Los Angeles has always been a beacon for people seeking a better life. Its proximity to the U.S.-Mexico border has made it a natural destination for Mexican immigrants, many of whom came during the early 20th century to work in agriculture and construction. Today, LA is home to the largest Mexican-American population in the United States, and neighborhoods like East LA and Boyle Heights are vibrant centers of Mexican culture. But LA's immigrant population is much more diverse than just its Mexican community. The city is also home to large populations of Salvadorans, Guatemalans, Koreans, Filipinos, and Chinese. Koreatown in central LA is one of the largest and most densely populated Korean communities outside of Korea, while Monterey Park and Chinatown are hubs for the Chinese American community. These neighborhoods are not just places where immigrants live. They are centers of culture, commerce, and community life. Immigrants have been crucial to the development of some of LA's most important industries. In the entertainment industry, immigrants from all over the world work behind the scenes as writers, directors, and cinematographers, while also appearing on screen as actors and performers. In Silicon Beach, a growing tech hub in West LA, immigrants are driving innovation in fields like app development, digital marketing, and virtual reality. However, LA's rapid growth has also led to significant challenges, particularly when it comes to housing. The city is in the midst of an affordable housing crisis, with median home prices now exceeding $900,000. This has made it nearly impossible for many working-class families, including immigrants, to buy a home. Renting isn't much easier. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is over $2,500 per month. Many immigrants, especially new arrivals, live in overcrowded housing conditions. It's not uncommon for multiple families to share a single apartment, with living rooms or garages converted into makeshift bedrooms. This has led to health and safety concerns, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic, when overcrowded housing contributed to the spread of the virus in immigrant-heavy neighborhoods. Traffic congestion is another major issue in Los Angeles. The city's sprawling layout and lack of adequate public transportation mean that most people rely on cars to get around. LA is notorious for its traffic, with residents spending an average of 119 hours per year stuck in traffic, according to the INRIC's 2022 Global Traffic Scorecard. While the Los Angeles metro system has expanded in recent years, it still doesn't reach many of the city's immigrant neighborhoods, forcing residents to endure long commutes. Then there's the issue of homelessness. Los Angeles has one of the largest homeless populations in the country, and many of the people living on the streets are immigrants who have fallen through the cracks of the city's social safety net. The lack of affordable housing, combined with low wages and the high cost of living, has left many families struggling to keep a roof over their heads. Underscore. Despite these challenges, Los Angeles remains a city of opportunity for immigrants. The city's diverse economy offers job opportunities in a wide range of industries, from entertainment to tech to healthcare. Immigrants are also key players in LA's small business sector, with many owning restaurants, shops, and service businesses that cater to the city's diverse population. According to the LA Chamber of Commerce, immigrant-owned businesses generate over $20 billion in annual revenue and employ hundreds of thousands of people. Underscore. As Los Angeles moves forward, it will need to find ways to balance growth with affordability and infrastructure improvements. But one thing is certain. Immigrants are an essential part of what makes LA the vibrant, dynamic city it is today. 8. New York City, New York. Now, we head to the East Coast to visit one of the most iconic immigrant cities in the world, New York City. Known as the melting pot of America, NYC has long been a gateway for immigrants from all over the world. With over 3 million immigrants, about 37% of the population, New York City is home to people from every corner of the globe. From Chinatown to Little Italy to Jackson Heights, the city's neighborhoods are a testament to the diversity of its residents. New York City's immigrant story dates back to the 19th century, when millions of people from Europe arrived at Ellis Island in search of a better life. Today, the city continues to be a top destination for immigrants, with large communities from China, the Dominican Republic, Mexico, Jamaica, and India. Each wave of immigrants has left its mark on the city, shaping its culture, economy, and identity. In terms of economic impact, immigrants are essential to New York City's economy. They make up a significant portion of the workforce in industries like construction, retail, hospitality, and healthcare. Many of the city's iconic landmarks, such as the skyscrapers of Manhattan, were built by immigrant labor. In fact, according to the New York City Comptroller's Office, immigrants make up nearly 45% of the city's workforce and contribute over $200 billion to the city's annual GDP. New York's immigrant communities are also known for their entrepreneurial spirit. Immigrant-owned businesses are a cornerstone of the city's economy, from the small bodegas in the Bronx to the tech startups in Silicon Alley. According to a 2019 report by the Partnership for New York City, immigrant entrepreneurs are responsible for over 50% of all new business creation in the city, generating billions in revenue and providing jobs for thousands of people. Culturally, New York City is a global capital, and much of that is thanks to its immigrants. The city's neighborhoods are incredibly diverse, each with its own unique flavor and character. Chinatown in Manhattan is one of the largest and oldest Chinese communities in the United States, while Jackson Heights in Queens is home to one of the most diverse immigrant communities in the world, with people from South Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East living side by side. The city's food scene is a perfect example of its diversity. You can find virtually any type of cuisine in New York, from dim sum in Chinatown to empanadas in Washington Heights to bagels and lox in the Lower East Side. Immigrant chefs and restaurateurs have played a major role in making New York one of the food capitals of the world. However, with such a dense population, New York City faces significant challenges. One of the biggest issues is housing affordability. New York has some of the highest housing costs in the country, with median rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan now exceeding $4,000 per month. This has made it difficult for many immigrant families, especially those who are new to the country, to find affordable housing. As a result, overcrowded living conditions are common in immigrant-heavy neighborhoods like Corona and Bushwick. 7. Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas, is one of the fastest-growing cities in the United States, and much of that growth is fueled by immigration. Around 30% of Houston's population is foreign-born, with large communities from Latin America, particularly Mexico, as well as Southeast Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. Houston's immigrant population is incredibly diverse, with people from over 150 countries calling the city home. Houston's immigrant story is tied to its economic boom. The city is a major hub for the energy industry, with many immigrants working in oil and gas, engineering, and other related fields. In fact, the Port of Houston, one of the busiest ports in the country, relies heavily on immigrant labor. The city's medical industry is another major employer of immigrants, with many doctors, nurses, and healthcare workers coming from countries like India, the Philippines, and Nigeria. Houston's immigrant population has played a crucial role in the city's economic growth. According to a report by the Houston Immigration Legal Services Collaborative, immigrants contribute over $116 billion to the city's GDP each year, and immigrant-owned businesses employ more than 200,000 people. Immigrants are also a major force in the city's construction industry, helping to build the skyscrapers, hospitals, and homes that keep the city growing. Culturally, Houston is a microcosm of the world. The city's diversity is reflected in its neighborhoods, with places like Chinatown, Little Saigon, and Alif serving as cultural and commercial hubs for their respective communities. Houston is also home to the largest Nigerian community in the United States, as well as significant populations of Vietnamese, Pakistani, and Ethiopian immigrants. Houston's food scene is a perfect example of the city's diversity. Whether it's Tex-Mex, Vietnamese pho, or Nigerian jollof rice, you can find virtually any type of cuisine in Houston. Immigrant chefs and restaurateurs have been instrumental in making Houston one of the most exciting food cities in America. The city's Chinatown, located along Bel Air Boulevard, is a sprawling area filled with restaurants, grocery stores, and bakeries that cater to the city's large Asian population. However, with such rapid growth comes challenges. One of the biggest issues facing Houston is infrastructure. The city's roads are notoriously congested, and while Houston has made efforts to expand its public transportation system, it still falls short of meeting the needs of a growing city. According to a 2022 report by the Texas A&M Transportation Institute, Houston residents spend an average of 75 hours per year stuck in traffic. The city's Metro light rail system, while helpful, doesn't reach many of the immigrant-heavy neighborhoods, forcing residents to rely on cars for their daily commutes. Housing affordability is also a challenge, especially in neighborhoods close to the city center. Many immigrants have been pushed to the outskirts of the city, where public services and transportation options are limited. This has led to overcrowded living conditions in some immigrant-heavy areas such as Gulfton and Sharpstown, where multiple families often share a single apartment to cope with rising rents. Houston also faces challenges when it comes to education and healthcare. The city's public school system, Houston Independent School District, HISD, serves a highly diverse student population, with over 60% of students coming from immigrant households. While the district has made efforts to provide bilingual education and support services for English language learners, overcrowded schools and a lack of resources remain persistent issues. In some schools, class sizes exceed 30 students, making it difficult for teachers to provide the attention that immigrant students, especially those who are new to the country, need to succeed. Despite these challenges, Houston has embraced its role as one of the most diverse cities in America. The city's Welcoming Houston initiative aims to integrate immigrants into the civic and economic life of the city by providing resources for legal services, improving access to education, and fostering a sense of belonging among immigrant communities. Houston is also a sanctuary city, which means that local law enforcement does not cooperate with federal immigration authorities unless required by law. This policy has helped create a sense of security for undocumented immigrants, many of whom work in essential industries like construction, agriculture, and food service. Houston's immigrant population has also been a driving force behind the city's resilience in the face of natural disasters. During Hurricane Harvey in 2017, immigrant communities played a crucial role in the city's recovery efforts. Immigrant workers were among the first to mobilize for cleanup and rebuilding efforts, often risking their own safety to help restore the city. Many immigrant-owned businesses also stepped up to provide food, shelter, and resources for displaced residents. Underscore. From an economic standpoint, immigrants are vital to Houston's continued growth. The city's energy sector, which includes oil, natural gas, and renewable energy, relies heavily on skilled immigrant workers, particularly in engineering and technical roles. Houston is also home to the Texas Medical Center, the largest medical complex in the world, where many immigrant doctors, researchers, and healthcare workers are leading advancements in medicine and healthcare delivery. Underscore. Culturally, Houston's diversity is its strength. The city hosts numerous festivals and events that celebrate its immigrant communities, such as the Houston Greek Festival, the Houston Asian American Pacific Islander Film Festival, and the Houston Caribbean Festival. These events not only showcase the rich cultural heritage of the city's immigrant population, but also foster cross-cultural understanding and unity among the city's diverse residents. Underscore. Looking to the future, Houston faces a critical juncture. The city's population is expected to grow by more than 1 million people over the next decade, with much of that growth coming from immigration. This will put even more pressure on the city's infrastructure, housing, and public services. However, Houston's leadership has recognized these challenges and is working to address them through initiatives like Plan Houston, a long-term strategy aimed at improving transportation, housing, and economic opportunities for all residents, including immigrants. Underscore. In the end, Houston's success as a global city will depend on its ability to continue welcoming immigrants while addressing the challenges that come with rapid growth. But one thing is clear. Immigrants are the lifeblood of Houston's economy, culture, and community, and their contributions will shape the city's future for generations to come. Underscore. 6. Chicago, Illinois. Next, we head to the Midwest and visit Chicago, Illinois, a city with a rich immigrant history that dates back to the early 19th century. Chicago has long been a destination for immigrants from around the world, and today, about 21% of the city's population is foreign-born. Chicago is home to large immigrant communities from countries like Mexico, Poland, India, the Philippines, and China, making it one of the most diverse cities in the United States. Underscore. Chicago's immigrant story began in the late 1800s when waves of European immigrants arrived in the city, seeking work in industries like manufacturing, meatpacking, and transportation. Polish immigrants, in particular, played a significant role in the development of the city's neighborhoods and culture. Today, Chicago has the largest Polish population outside of Poland, and neighborhoods like Avondale and Jackowo are known for their Polish restaurants, churches, and cultural institutions. Underscore. But Chicago is not just a city of European immigrants. Over the past several decades, the city has seen a significant influx of immigrants from Latin America and Asia. Mexican Americans now make up the largest ethnic group in the city, and neighborhoods like Pilsen and Little Village are vibrant centers of Mexican culture. These areas are known for their colorful murals, bustling street markets, and authentic Mexican cuisine. Underscore. Immigrants are deeply integrated into Chicago's economy. More than 40% of the city's workforce in industries like hospitality, construction, and healthcare are immigrants. The city's tech sector has also benefited from immigration, particularly in areas like software development and engineering. According to a 2021 report by New American Economy, immigrant entrepreneurs in Chicago generate over $1 billion in annual revenue and employ tens of thousands of people. Underscore. Chicago's immigrant population is also a major force in the city's cultural scene. The city's annual Mexican Independence Day parade, held in Little Village, draws thousands of people each year to celebrate Mexican culture and heritage. The Chinatown Summer Fair is another popular event that showcases the city's Chinese-American community, with lion dances, martial arts performances, and traditional Chinese food. Chicago is also home to the Polish Constitution Day Parade, one of the largest Polish cultural events in the country. Underscore, however, Chicago faces significant challenges when it comes to housing and infrastructure. Like many major cities, Chicago has seen a rise in housing costs, particularly in immigrant-heavy neighborhoods that are undergoing gentrification. As wealthier residents move into neighborhoods like Pilsen and Logan Square, housing prices have skyrocketed, forcing many long-time immigrant residents to move further away from the city center. This displacement has led to overcrowded conditions in some neighborhoods, where multiple families share a single apartment to make ends meet. Public transportation is another major issue. While Chicago's CTA transit system is one of the most extensive in the country, many immigrant neighborhoods, particularly on the city's south and west sides, are underserved by public transit. This has made it difficult for immigrants to access job opportunities and essential services, contributing to economic inequality in the city. Chicago's public schools are also feeling the strain of a growing immigrant population. Many immigrant students face language barriers, and schools in immigrant-heavy neighborhoods often lack the resources to provide adequate support for English language learners. The city has made efforts to address this through programs like bilingual education and dual-language immersion, but overcrowding and underfunding remain persistent challenges. Despite these challenges, Chicago has taken steps to support its immigrant population. The city is a sanctuary city, which means that local law enforcement does not cooperate with federal immigration authorities unless required by law. This policy has helped create a sense of security for Chicago's immigrant residents, particularly those who are undocumented. The city has also launched initiatives like the Chicago New Americans Plan, which aims to integrate immigrants into the city's civic, economic, and social life through programs that provide legal services, job training, and language education. Economically, immigrants are a driving force behind Chicago's growth. Immigrant-owned businesses have revitalized many of the city's neighborhoods, from the Mexican taquerias in Pilsen to the Indian grocery stores in Devon Avenue's Little India. According to a 2020 report by the Illinois Coalition for Immigrant and Refugee Rights, immigrant-owned businesses employ over 300,000 people in the Chicago metropolitan area and contribute billions to the local economy. Culturally, Chicago's diversity is one of its greatest strengths. The city's immigrant communities have enriched Chicago's music, art, and culinary scenes. Immigrant musicians have played a key role in shaping Chicago's music history, particularly in genres like blues, jazz, and Latin music. Meanwhile, immigrant chefs and restaurateurs have transformed Chicago into a global dining destination, with restaurants offering everything from Polish pierogies to Filipino adobo. Looking ahead, Chicago faces both opportunities and challenges as it continues to grow. The city's immigrant population is expected to increase in the coming years, which will put more pressure on housing, education, and transportation systems. However, Chicago's leadership has recognized these challenges and is working to address them through policies aimed at improving affordability, expanding public transportation, and providing resources for immigrant communities. In the end, Chicago's success as a city depends on its ability to continue welcoming immigrants while addressing the challenges that come with rapid growth. But one thing is certain: immigrants are an essential part of what makes Chicago the vibrant, dynamic city it is today, and their contributions will shape the city's future for generations to come. 5. San Francisco, California. At number 5, we head to San Francisco, California, a city known for its iconic landmarks, booming tech industry, and rich immigrant history. San Francisco's immigrant population stands at over 35%, and the city has long been a gateway for immigrants from around the world, particularly from Asia and Latin America. The city's Chinatown, which dates back to the mid-19th century, is the oldest and one of the largest Chinese communities in the United States. Meanwhile, large populations of immigrants from the Philippines, Mexico, Vietnam, and India have made San Francisco one of the most diverse cities in the country. San Francisco's immigrant story is tied to the gold rush of the 1840s and 1850s, when thousands of Chinese immigrants came to California in search of economic opportunities. Many of them worked in industries like mining, railroads, and agriculture. Over the decades, these early immigrants laid the foundation for the vibrant Chinatown that exists today, a bustling neighborhood filled with restaurants, shops, and cultural institutions that serve both residents and tourists. Underscore. But San Francisco's immigrant population is not limited to its Chinese community. The city is also home to a large Filipino population, many of whom came to the United States after World War II to work in the healthcare and service industries. Today, Soma Pilipinas, a cultural district in the city's south of Market neighborhood, celebrates the contributions of the Filipino community to San Francisco's history and culture. Underscore. In recent decades, the city has seen a significant influx of immigrants from India, many of whom work in the tech industry in nearby Silicon Valley. These skilled immigrants have been instrumental in driving innovation in fields like software development, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology. According to a 2021 report by the Silicon Valley Leadership Group, immigrants make up over 60% of the workforce in the Bay Area's tech sector, contributing billions of dollars to the local economy. Underscore, however, San Francisco's rapid economic growth, particularly in the tech industry, has also led to significant challenges. The city is grappling with an affordable housing crisis, with median home prices now exceeding $1.3 million. This has made it nearly impossible for many working-class immigrants to afford housing in the city. Many immigrants, particularly those in service industries like hospitality and healthcare, have been pushed out of the city and into surrounding areas like Oakland and Daly City, where housing is marginally more affordable. Underscore, the rise in housing costs has also led to overcrowded living conditions in immigrant-heavy neighborhoods like the Mission District and Chinatown. In some cases, multiple families share a single apartment, with living rooms and kitchens converted into makeshift bedrooms. This has exacerbated health and safety concerns, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic, when overcrowded housing contributed to higher rates of infection in these communities. Underscore, public transportation is another issue in San Francisco. While the city's Muni system and BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit, offer extensive coverage, they are often overcrowded and in need of infrastructure improvements. Many immigrants, particularly those who cannot afford to live in the city, face long commutes from surrounding areas, further straining the public transit system. Underscore, despite these challenges, San Francisco remains a city of opportunity for immigrants. The city's sanctuary city policies provide protection for undocumented immigrants, ensuring that they have access to public services without fear of deportation. San Francisco has also invested in programs that support immigrant entrepreneurs, such as the Office of Economic and Workforce Development, which provides resources for small business owners, many of whom are immigrants. Underscore, culturally, immigrants have made San Francisco one of the most dynamic cities in the world. The city's annual Chinese New Year parade is one of the largest celebrations of Asian culture in the United States, drawing thousands of visitors each year to Chinatown. Meanwhile, Carnival San Francisco celebrates the city's Latin American communities, with vibrant parades, music, and food from countries like Mexico, El Salvador, Brazil, and Nicaragua. Underscore, immigrant-owned businesses are a cornerstone of San Francisco's economy, particularly in neighborhoods like the Mission District, where Latino-owned taquerias, bakeries, and shops are central to the community. Immigrant entrepreneurs have also played a key role in the city's tech industry, with many founding startups and driving innovation in areas like software development, fintech, and biotech. Underscore, looking to the future, San Francisco faces a critical juncture. The city's immigrant population is expected to continue growing, which will put even more pressure on housing and infrastructure. However, the city's leadership has recognized these challenges and is working to address them through initiatives like Plan Bay Area 2050, which aims to create more affordable housing, improve public transportation, and foster economic opportunities for all residents, including immigrants. Underscore, ultimately, San Francisco's identity as a global city is inseparable from its immigrant population. Immigrants have shaped the city's culture, economy, and character, and their contributions will continue to play a vital role in the city's future. Underscore, for Dallas, Texas. Underscore, next, we head to Dallas, Texas, another fast-growing city where immigration plays a key role in shaping the local culture and economy. With over 25% of its population being foreign-born, Dallas is home to large communities of immigrants from Mexico, Central America, India, and Vietnam. In fact, Dallas is one of the most diverse cities in the United States, with over 200 languages spoken in the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area. Dallas's immigrant population has been crucial to the city's economic boom, particularly in industries like construction, technology, and healthcare. According to a 2022 report by the Dallas Regional Chamber, immigrants make up more than 30% of the city's workforce in construction and over 20% in healthcare. In the tech industry, immigrants are driving innovation and entrepreneurship, with many working in fields like software development, data analytics, and cyber. In recent years, Dallas has seen a significant increase in immigrants from India, many of whom work in the tech and healthcare sectors. These immigrants have settled in neighborhoods like Irving and Frisco, where Indian grocery stores, restaurants, and cultural centers are thriving. The city's Diwali festival, which celebrates the Indian Festival of Lights, is one of the largest in the region, drawing thousands of people each year to celebrate Indian culture and heritage. However, like many fast-growing cities, Dallas faces challenges when it comes to housing affordability and infrastructure. The city's real estate market has seen significant price increases in recent years, with median home prices now exceeding $400,000. This has made it difficult for many working-class immigrants to afford housing, particularly in more desirable neighborhoods close to the city center. As a result, many immigrants have been pushed to the outskirts of the city, where affordable housing options are more readily available, but access to public services and transportation is limited. 3. Atlanta, Georgia. At number 3, we head to Atlanta, Georgia, a city that has seen a dramatic increase in its immigrant population over the past 2 decades. Today, about 16% of Atlanta's population is foreign-born, with large communities from Mexico, India, Guatemala, and Nigeria. Atlanta has become a hub for immigrants from all over the world, particularly because of its booming economy, affordable cost of living, and welcoming environment. Atlanta's immigrant story began in earnest in the 1990s, when the city's economy started to diversify beyond its traditional industries of agriculture and manufacturing. As the city became a hub for industries like logistics, finance, and technology, it attracted immigrants from across the globe in search of job opportunities. Today, immigrants make up a significant portion of Atlanta's workforce, particularly in industries like construction, hospitality, healthcare, and transportation. One of the largest immigrant communities in Atlanta is the Mexican population, many of whom have settled in neighborhoods like Buford Highway and Chamblee. Buford Highway, in particular, has become known as one of the most diverse corridors in the United States, with restaurants, shops, and markets representing cultures from across Latin America, Asia, and Africa. The area is a testament to the diversity of Atlanta's immigrant population and a popular destination for food lovers seeking authentic international cuisine. In recent years, Atlanta has also seen a significant increase in immigrants from India, many of whom work in the tech and healthcare sectors. The city's Indian community has grown rapidly, particularly in the northern suburbs of Johns Creek and Alpharetta, where Indian grocery stores, restaurants, and cultural institutions have thrived. Atlanta's Festival of India, held annually in Piedmont Park, is one of the largest celebrations of Indian culture in the Southeast, drawing thousands of people each year to celebrate Indian music, dance, and food. Atlanta is also home to a growing Nigerian community, many of whom work in healthcare, education, and small business. The city's Nigerian community has become an integral part of Atlanta's cultural fabric, with events like the Atlanta African Dance and Drum Festival and the Nigerian Independence Day Festival drawing large crowds to celebrate African culture and heritage. However, with such rapid growth comes challenges. One of the biggest issues facing Atlanta is gentrification. As new development projects have transformed neighborhoods like Old Fourth Ward and Midtown, housing prices have skyrocketed, forcing many immigrants to move to more affordable areas on the outskirts of the city. This displacement has led to overcrowded living conditions in some immigrant-heavy neighborhoods, where multiple families often share a single home or apartment. Public transportation is another challenge in Atlanta. The city's MARTA, Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority, system, while helpful, does not reach all parts of the metropolitan area, particularly in suburban neighborhoods where many immigrants live. This has forced many immigrants to rely on cars for their daily commutes, contributing to traffic congestion and long commute times. According to a 2021 report by the Atlanta Regional Commission, Atlanta residents spend an average of 70 hours per year stuck in traffic, and the city's infrastructure is struggling to keep up with its rapid population growth. Despite these challenges, Atlanta has embraced its role as a city of immigrants. The city's Welcoming Atlanta initiative, launched in 2014, aims to create a more inclusive environment for immigrants by providing resources for legal services, job training, and language education. The city has also launched programs to support immigrant entrepreneurs, particularly those in the tech and small business sectors. Culturally, immigrants have transformed Atlanta into one of the most diverse cities in the Southeast. The city's Atlanta International Night Market, held annually in Sewanee, celebrates the diversity of Atlanta's immigrant communities with food, music, and performances from around the world. Immigrant-owned businesses are also a major part of Atlanta's economy, particularly in neighborhoods like Buford Highway, where restaurants, shops, and markets cater to the city's diverse population. Looking to the future, Atlanta faces both opportunities and challenges as it continues to grow. The city's immigrant population is expected to increase in the coming years, which will put more pressure on housing, transportation, and public services. However, Atlanta's leadership has recognized these challenges and is working to address them through initiatives aimed at improving affordability, expanding public transportation, and fostering economic opportunities for immigrants. In the end, Atlanta's success as a global city depends on its ability to continue welcoming immigrants while addressing the challenges that come with rapid growth. But one thing is certain: immigrants are an essential part of what makes Atlanta the dynamic, thriving city it is today, and their contributions will come.